dealing with narcissistic abuse or someone that shows traits of narcissism abusing you, whether it's in your family or relationship and stuff, is tough, right? It like rewires your nervous system. Like, I don't think people who have never experienced it understand. One thing that has worked for me is to study it. If you're in it and you can't get away from it, while you're there, you might as well study it. Like, study the habits of the person, write everything down too, or take mental notes, because you're not bugging when you feel like somebody's trying to get a reaction out of you, or somebody's saying things or doing things intentionally to you. Like, you're not bugging. Study it, because then it becomes less effective. That's something that I've used. I've had to understand that once you pull away or once you go no contact, the smear campaign is going to come. So, people going to talk, because most of the time the person is charming and people just going to fall for it because of how they present it to them. So that's going to happen. So when you study it and you expect these things, it's less effective. Like, I'm still going through it. I can't talk about like my court situations and stuff. I have an order to cease all discussions about that. So I won't be talking about that until after the matter is over. But it's like no tactics that are working now that the person is using on me. It's like I expect it. You have to understand that if there's like a big event coming up, they're gonna do something to sabotage it. So like birthdays, I don't care if it's graduation, anything, look forward to them sabotaging it, and just compartmentalize your emotions to the point where it's just like, all right, worst case scenario, I'll have to celebrate it on a different day. Studying the patterns have definitely made a huge difference for me. I went from not being able to come outside, terrified of one, seeing the person, and two, terrified of what everybody was saying, the narratives that the person was able to put out there. I mean, that I was just some druggie that was out here being violent and crazy. Like, they come up with the most creative things to say, but they usually have like people who believe them, whether it's like professionals or friends and stuff. And it's so funny because the victim usually is in like isolation, because that's another tactic that they use, separate you from people so you don't have a support system. But the abuser tends to have like a large support system. So just factoring all of these things, look up stuff, research. If you're going to therapy, talk to your therapist about it, ask questions. That's what they're there for. Ask questions. And like I said, take notes too, because I went through a phase of like, am I bugging? Am I the one who's bugging? But it's repetitive. They do the same things like over and over and over. Some of them are smart enough to, once you catch on, they'll switch the method slightly, but it's typically like always the same stuff over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So during your journey to heal, because it takes time, just study it. Study what you can do to get through the situation, and you'll be okay. You'll be okay. It took me a little minute, because I've been going through this. It's been like, it's about to be 7 years, a little over 7 years. So it definitely was difficult, and I went through a lot of different phases of the situation. But I will say the isolation can actually help you, because you're not taking on like new stress from new people. You're not hearing the gossip because you're away from everybody. So take that time to build yourself up. Exercise, study it, change your food habits, make some video content, tap into things you like doing, but get the process started, because if not, it's going to take a little minute for you to rewire what's going on, all of the damage that was done. It takes a little minute to rewire yourself. So you got this. I am rooting for you, and they did not win. If anything, you come out of it strong. Like, I'm more mentally stronger than I have ever been. I feel like, I feel like mentally, I could win a war. So just keep going. And I'm not fully out of the woods yet, like I said, in terms of them trying to continue the cycle. I'm gonna tell you, it's not effective. I'm just having happy days. Like, I'm content with where I am mentally and emotionally, and I just want that for everybody. And I know everybody's at different phases of it. So it might be hard for you to process it at first, but you're not bugging. You're not bugging. You got this. Study it, study it, study it, study it. Okay? Bye.